Welcome, everyone. This is the Palos Verdes Democrats. Hope that's what you were looking for when you wandered in here. This is our monthly meeting, and I'm Connie Sullivan, president, and I'd like our board members to raise their hands. Those are the ones in the room. We've got some others on the Zoom as well. Always want to recognize the board members because they make my job so much easier. I don't see any elected officials in the room. Are there any on the Zoom?
I didn't see any.
Okay. All right, so we will get started. This is our agenda for the day. We'll be hearing from activists in a variety of areas. John Pickhaver from El Segundo, who I met when he came forward to the party seeking our endorsement when he ran for city council. Tanya Taylor, a documentarian and founder of Black in Mayberry. I believe that's the name of a video also that she did. Paul de Carmine. Paul de Carmine. He's founder of the Facebook group Reasonable Parents of PV, of which I am a member. Kylie Murdoch, PV High alumna, who now works in Washington, D.C. with Third Way. And unmute. Have I been muted all this time? No. Okay. Unmute myself.
No, you don't want to.
I don't want to unmute.
No.
Okay. All right. And finally, Kay Ju, who is a member of the State Commission on Judicial Performance. Next slide. So we've been asked by Carmen Shea, friend of the club, and also the local chapter of the National Women's Political Caucus, to announce an event that they're having on June 24th. Doesn't say this on this slide, but they've settled on the depot as the location for this event. And Adam Schiff will be the keynote speaker. It's going to be a breakfast event from 9:30 to 11 a.m. So if you're interested, we have information about this on our website. Or you can contact Carmen Shea at that number and that email. Next slide. Yeah, so for the, third year in a row, maybe, our Palos Verdes Democrats will have a booth table at the PV Peninsula Street Fair, the Chamber of Commerce's street fair, and we're looking for volunteers to staff that booth. It's really kind of a lot of fun, and you get to meet a lot of fellow Palos Verdes residents and other people, and we're going to have a really fun event this year. We're going to be doing, what do you call it? Wordem. So that's Wordle for Democrats. And are you going to say something about it, or are we moving on?
I think we might be moving.
Okay, all right. But it's going to be a lot of fun, and it should draw a lot of people to our table, I think.
Connie, closer to the mic.
Closer to the mic. Okay. Can you hear me now? It looks silly. The microphone's in front of my face. All right, next slide. So now we've come to the portion of our program where we're going to elect our officers for the coming year, the 23-24 year. And you see the slate before you. What is it? It looks much like our last slate. I don't think we've got any. I don't think there's anybody new there. We still have a hole, though, in our membership chair. So if you're so inclined to join our board, we would really love to have you. The membership chair isn't very intense, I don't think. I think it's a good way to join the board and get involved and kind of dip your toe in without getting overwhelmed with work. So I would invite anybody to join who might be thinking about it. Please let us know. But today we're going to vote on this slate of officers, and our parliamentarian, Carol Muller, is going to handle that election. You doing that right now? Okay. Turning it over to Carol. So we've had a nominating committee that found these volunteers or asked them to return, and we had the nominating committee also, I think, worked hard to try to fill the membership hole. And according to our bylaws, you were all informed of this slate both at the last meeting and in our newsletter. So what we are asking is that you vote on the slate, either vote yes on the slate or no on the slate. And the way we're going to do this, you need to be a member of the PV Democrats as of February of this year. And the reason is because there has been, not with our club, but with some other clubs, hacking and stacking, trying to get different people appointed or elected. So you have to have been a member by February of this year, February 1st. So what we're asking is those people who qualify, please either raise your hand if you're in the room or raise your hand either virtually or on the screen if you will accept this slate of officers.
Wow.
Yeah. Someone has to come on Zoom.
Well,
Just a second.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask, I can tell how many are in the room, and now by acclaim, more or less, do we have any people who are opposed to this slate of officers? Please raise your hands. It looks like it.
We need to ask people that have their hands up to
Okay, if you had your hands up earlier to vote yes on the slate, we need you to remove your hands, and then we will ask you if you are opposed to the slate. Do we have any hands up for that?
No.
No. Okay, it looks like it's unanimous. Congratulations to the new slate of officers. Do we have another slide? No more slides. Okay, I'm
No, we do. We have the slides for the upcoming meetings.
Oh,
So he just has to.
and that's for you. Okay. Okay.
So
Bring it over to our program chair, Anna.
the iPhone person logged back in, so I can throw them off again. But
You gotta put them on.
I'm gonna put them off, yeah. But unless you want to ask them to identify themselves.
So I can't see it, so we understand iPhone came back with no name, so iPhone is going bye-bye. Okay, so, thank you. So we have a meeting next month, and just like a lot of people had to move their meetings in May because of Mother's Day. We're going to have to move our meeting in June because of Father's Day, and so we're moving it 1 week later. But it's an exciting topic. It's a topic that I know with people that I volunteer with that they're concerned about in terms of people in their household or the people that they see on the street in terms of what to do about the psychiatric treatment, the solution. What is the solution in terms of how it affects homelessness and addiction? So we have Alex Barnard, an assistant professor of sociology at the New York University, and he's going to talk about this topic. He also probably is willing to talk with us. He's been quoted a lot in the LA Times because he has a book coming out in September, and his book is conservatorship. Conservatorship inside California's system of coercion and care for mental illness. So the other reason I was wanting him to speak is because there's this new legislation coming out, Senate Bill 43, and it is passed in the Senate as of Thursday. He was quoted as opposed to it, but not opposed in a bad way, opposed that it needed some better wording in the sense that if you get, if if you get put into treatment without without you wanting to be in treatment, and you end up staying there. So he wanted some kind of wording that allows people that they don't always stay in the treatment. But anyway, this is something that we're going to talk about in June, so I hope you all can come. Okay, on the next slide is
I have it.
has to do with our July picnic. It's July 16th. This is our annual picnic. It has been on the St. Luke's Presbyterian Church lawn. They have a very nice lawn, and it's 5 to 7 p.m. So these are our confirmed speakers. We have Congressman Ted Lieu and his wife, Betty Lieu, who's on the Torrance Unified School District. We also have LA County Supervisor Janice Hahn, Assemblymember Albert Tucci, LA County Assessor Jeffrey Prang, PD Treasurer Kate Greenberg, RPD City Council members Eric Allegria and Paul Seo, and also PDLD, that's the Palisades Library District Board Trustee Zoe Uno. So they are already confirmed. We have a few others that that we're asking in terms of Adam Schiff, Barbara Lee, Katie Porter, so we'll see if they will attend as well. So that's it for the charts, and we'll move on to the program.